Kira and Daniel met aboard the exploration vessel Starlance, a joint expedition between multiple species of the Galactic Accord. The mission: chart the perilith expanse, a dangerous region of space riddled with gravitational rifts and rogue asteroid clusters. Kira had volunteered, representing the advanced Xyrillians. To her, this mission was another chance to prove her people's superiority. Humans were recent members of the Accord, and most elder species still regarded them as quaint barbarians from a backwater planet. Daniel served as logistics officer. His job was unglamorous, keeping inventory, managing supplies, and ensuring no one starved during long hauls. Compared to Kira's role as chief xenoscientist, his seemed trivial. During one crew meal, when replicators briefly malfunctioned, Daniel passed around a stash of preserved Earth sausages. Kira wrinkled her nose at the sizzling sticks. Disgusting. They smell of burnt grease. Daniel only chuckled and took a hearty bite. That's flavor, sweetheart. Something your sterile light crystals will never give you. The other crew members laughed, but Kira only shook her head. To her, this man and his obsession with crude food were beneath notice. Middle: disaster strikes. 2 months into their mission, disaster struck. A rogue dark energy storm engulfed Starlance, tearing through its shields. The ship was flung off course and crash-landed on the barren world of Threx 9, a planet marked as uninhabitable. The crew survived, but barely. Replicators were fried, energy reserves dwindled, and communication arrays shattered. For the first time, advanced species who prided themselves on transcending hunger faced a harsh reality. They needed food. Kira tried to sustain herself through harmonic resonance, but the storm's lingering radiation interfered with her energy absorption. Her light feeds left her weak and trembling. The other aliens fared no better. It was Daniel who took charge. While others argued about theories and technology, he scavenged the crash site, gathered materials, and set off to explore. Within a day, he returned carrying strange tubers, local insect husks, and strips of dried vine. He cooked them over a fire, mixing them with the last of his sausage stash. The smell wafted through camp. Smoky, savory, alive. Kira, shivering and pale, resisted at first. "I will not consume that filth." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "Suit yourself. But when you're strong enough to walk again, you can thank me later." By the 3rd day, hunger broke her pride. She accepted a bite. The moment flavor touched her tongue, her mind flooded with sensations she had never known. Salt, smoke, spice, warmth. It was overwhelming. It was life. Her luminous body, once dimming, pulsed brighter. Energy surged back into her veins. She looked at Daniel in shock. "What is this power?" she whispered. He grinned. "That, princess, is the power of sausage. Survival together." Days turned into weeks. The stranded crew relied more and more on Daniel's knowledge of primitive survival. He taught them to forage, to cook, to preserve food. He built traps for local creatures and crafted fire pits that kept predators at bay. Kira found herself watching him with reluctant admiration. Where the Xyrillians had abandoned physical needs, humans had embraced them, refined them, and turned survival into an art. At night, as alien winds howled, the crew huddled around Daniel's fire, eating meals that smelled of Earth's kitchens. His sausages became more than food. They were symbols of warmth, hope, and resilience. Kira, once disdainful, began to ask questions. "Why cling to such crude traditions?" she asked one evening, as Daniel roasted meat over glowing embers. He shrugged. "Because food isn't just fuel. It's memory, connection, When my grandma made sausage, it wasn't about eating, it was about family. About surviving together. Out here in the dark, that matters more than ever. Her crystalline eyes softened. We lost that long ago. Daniel handed her a portion, smiling. Then maybe it's time to rediscover it. Rising tension. But survival wasn't easy. Threx 9 wasn't just barren, it was hostile. Massive storm beasts prowled the wastes, drawn to electromagnetic pulses. One night, a beast attacked the camp, scattering the crew. Kira froze in terror as the hulking creature bore down on her, its hide sparking with violet lightning. Daniel leapt forward with nothing but a burning stick. "Hey, ugly! Over here!" The beast roared, swiping at him. He dodged narrowly, hurling a bundle of sizzling meat into its maw. The creature paused, confused by the taste, long enough for the others to activate emergency flares and drive it back. Breathless, Kira stared at him. "You risked your life with sausage." He grinned, panting. "Never underestimate the power of good cooking." Her crystalline chest fluttered in a way she couldn't explain. For the first time, she saw him not as a crude human, but as a warrior, a leader, a savior. The turning point. Weeks passed. The crew, once divided by species and culture, bonded through shared meals and survival under Daniel's guidance. Kira grew closer to him. She helped refine local plants, discovering which could be safely consumed. Together, they combined her scientific analysis with his survival instinct, creating meals that kept the crew alive. One evening, as they shared a fire, she whispered, "I was wrong about you." Daniel chuckled. "About me, or about the sausage?" "Both," she admitted, smiling faintly. "I thought your ways were beneath us. But they are strength." He leaned back, gazing at the stars. "Funny thing is, humans have always been underestimated. But when things go bad, we adapt. We cook. We survive." She studied him in silence, realizing something deeper. His resilience wasn't just human, it was heroic. Ending, rescue and revelation. After 3 long months, a rescue ship finally arrived. The crew was gaunt but alive, their spirits unbroken. The Galactic Accord marveled. No team had ever survived so long on Threx 9. When asked how, Kira stood before the council and spoke. "It was not our advanced technology that saved us. Not energy resonance nor theory. It was human endurance. It was sausage." The chamber rippled with confusion and laughter. But she raised her hand, crystalline voice ringing clear. "You mock it. I did too. But understand this. Humanity's crude traditions carry within them the essence of survival. Where others falter, they thrive. Where we see weakness, there is hidden strength. Remember their sausage, not as food, but as a symbol of what it means to endure." Daniel, standing beside her, smirked. "Told you so." From that day, humans were no longer dismissed as quaint primitives. Across the Accord, the tale spread. The man who fed an entire crew with nothing but sausage and grit. And Kira, once proud and scornful, found herself changed forever. When she saw Daniel cooking again aboard the restored Starlance, she sat beside him, eagerly taking a bite. "What's this one called?" she asked. "Breakfast sausage," he replied. "Best thing to start a new chapter." She smiled, luminous and warm. "Then let's begin."